Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
All right. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
So I'm State Senator Zelnor Myrie. I proudly represent Kings County Hospital, this entire neighborhood. This is also where I was born and raised, and I'm happy to be joined today by Councilmember Rita Joseph and Assemblymember Farah Souffrant Forrest. We are a city, a state, and country of laws. We have a United States Constitution, a New York State Constitution, and a city charter meant to uphold those laws and reinforce our rights. I've taken an oath to uphold the United States Constitution and the New York State Constitution, both as an attorney and as a state senator. So I share all of that to say, when we talk about laws, I have a small idea about what we're talking about. I was born and raised in this community to two immigrant parents, diagnosed with asthma when I was very young. And I spent many, many nights in this hospital right behind me. My parents were not citizens when I was diagnosed with asthma, but they still brought me to Kings County Hospital because they knew in New York City that if you needed health care and if you were sick, that you could come to hospitals and you can get help. What we have seen out of this administration for the past 2 weeks is not about upholding our laws. This is about fear and chaos. It is unacceptable. And instead of having a mayor willing to stand up to this president and protect vulnerable New Yorkers, we have a mayor that's issuing guidance saying, we will do whatever you want, President Trump, no matter what the implications are for our New Yorkers. It is wrong. It is wrong. And we are calling on him today to rescind the guidance he has issued to the Health and Hospitals Corporation and to stand up for New Yorkers who are vulnerable. This used to not be a political issue. Our laws protecting all New Yorkers were upheld under Democratic and Republican mayors alike. Our sensitive locations, hospitals, schools, places of worship, held up by Democratic and Republican presidents alike. Used to not be a partisan issue. But what do we see now? A mayor playing for a pardon. It's a shame. So we call on him to rescind this guidance, particularly in this community, where 30% of my constituents were born in another country, where 2/3 of my constituents rely on Medicaid. Our communities depend on these hospitals. They should be a safe place for you to come and get help and get health care. That is why we are standing up today to say we must rescind this guidance and communicate to New Yorkers this is a place where you can come and get help. So I will now turn it to the city council member who represents this hospital, Councilmember Rita Joseph.
Ooh, thank you, Senator Z. Unfortunately, we are here to one here for leading this effort. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Assemblywoman, with the best hat amongst all of us. So let's be clear. It is already the law to not aid, abet, assist anyone in evading ICE enforcement. That is already the law. We know that. There are other hospital institutions that have made clarifications in the other direction and have said, if ICE comes into the facility, designate an area to have them take a seat and have counsel talk to them. You need a judicial warrant signed by a judge in order to come in. Have counsel be the one to have that conversation and not our healthcare professionals being caught in the middle. Instead of doing that, this mayor went in the other direction, instilling fear, helping to aid the chaos. So again, we are calling on him today to issue the correct guidance, to have counsel deal with these issues, and to ensure that all